Howdy partners, this is Kiram with Clear Imaging, clearimaging.com. We design wicked websites forever, since the old days, and help tons of American companies get more business with our fresh designs. Today we're taking a look at a hair salon. We're going to take a look at the design and see how it can be improved upon. This is a pretty small website, that's it. We just did the whole thing just like that. You could consider this basically a business card or a flyer. Not even a flyer. We've got a footer down here, a small about section, a list of pages in the header and the nav. So right off the bat, we know we're missing basically everything. But let's take a look bit by bit. First things first, while you could do something like this is not recommended, just listing out the pages of your navigation right here. What you need to have here instead would be a message, your unique selling proposition. So you help audience with problem with your solution to get desired result. That's like the ultimate unique selling proposition. It might be a bit long, so you might have to cut it down a bit, but that's what you need to communicate here in a very big line of text, 2 lines of text, and then a photo in the background. All right, and then you would know what to put by doing your market research. You know, we help audience solve problem with our solution so they feel, get, have desired result. That's a bit long, right? So you'd have to get creative to try and pare it down a little bit. But either way, a piece of text with this concept needs to go right across. Oops, don't go there. Needs to go right across here, and then just a nice picture in the background. Or it could be streaming video, not streaming video, but video that auto plays of somebody with their silky smooth hair and how good they feel or how happy they are, etc., etc. So let's get that. All right, let's get that sorted out. Another thing is the header is way too deep here. And with this, we're talking 50% of this initial screen is covered with the logo, nav, and this announcement, or whatever you want to call that. Way too much real estate taken up. They need to pare that down. It should be really shallow like this. That way they can really feature this one statement. All right, so let's shorten that up. I would lose this. You are the trend. It's really doesn't get noticed. It's just another element to take attention away from the unique selling proposition. So I'd cut that. The contrast on this is really high, so this is taking a lot of attention as well. I would take this and move it down here once they change the background image and put the big text there. All right, and then I want to see a call to action, call to request a consultation, you know, phone consultation, whatever it is. We need a call to action button right here so that we can tell the people what they need to do next. All right, we get the text up here that says what you do for them, call to action here, bam. And then, yeah, things like logos or products that they use or training they have done, certifications, whatever that is, they can go ahead and throw those logos down here in a little section. All right, so that would be a really good initial screen. And of course we would change around the nav so that the logo is over here, right? And then it can just be really nice and shallow, not as high, short, in other words. So moving on, the next thing we would do is an introduction from the owner. So let's remove this. This call to action is basically invisible. Let's put a nice picture of the owner. People do business with people. This is very important. And change the heading to, you know, a word, you know, something to make it a human communication from the owner. This is the owner introducing the company. This will be some text that the owner is saying. And then the heading could be worked upon. Never put, you know, welcome to our site. Okay, that's just way too predictable. People won't even notice it because it's so commonly used. So let's get that header edited to something that the owner would be saying. Keep that text And then if they really want to sell and convert, they need to show a couple new sections because the site's basically done. They have a footer. They should show a little section to handle objections. What are some reasons why somebody might not want to go to this hairstylist, right? What are some reasons why they might want to do it themselves? What are some reasons why they might want to go with someone cheap? So whatever reasons why someone won't close, they should put a section covering those. An example of how it would look is 3 columns, all right? Heading, not sure about us yet, or here's some things you might be thinking, or on the fence, or something like that. And then you put objection 1, handling 1, objection 2, handling 2, objection 3, handling 3. And they just put it all out. It's very honest, very upfront. People love it when you do that because you're reading their mind and you're putting their fears at rest. You've got to put their fears at rest. People have all sorts of considerations. You need to research your audience, figure what they are, and put them over here as the next section after the introduction. Then we should get into problem and the solution. All right, so you should show the problem and then the solution. An example. An example of this backwards. By the way, this is an example of putting those logos at the top, but this is not a very good execution. This is an example of talking about the problem, right? Spending home and time with nothing cute to lounge in. But this person should be in something that's not cute, right? And then you put the solution. Will make you feel comfy and sexy at the same time. Yay, and here's the after state. But the only problem with this is it's all completely reversed. So this has to be somebody who's in the before state, because this is the before text, right? This is the problem text, the before text. The photo needs to represent that. The photo needs to show them upset with their bad jammies. And in the case of the salon, showing somebody, a girl or something with her hair that's completely wrecked, R-E-K-T, frayed ends, who knows. And then it can show the solution section, happy, after, the after section, where they have received the services from this salon and now they're happy and they have their happy hair. So that's 2 sections that I would like to see added here. Okay, and then moving on, I would like to see the services broken down on the home page. See all these? These are the services. They should put their top 3, all right? Whatever their top 3 are, according to their sales, and do a feature for each of their top 3 services right on this homepage. Next. Then I don't see reviews or testimonials. That would be the next thing to do. That's really important. You've got to build trust. It's all about building trust with your website. People do business with you if they trust you. And testimonials and reviews really help that. It's great if you can get a direct embed from Google. Let's see if we have an example here. No, we don't. Example, here's an embed from Facebook, right? Straight from Facebook. Do the same with Google. Very important. Let's get a section like that down here. And then at the very bottom, once we hit the footer, right above the footer, we should have a big form embedded right here. Don't make them click, all right? Remove all extra steps. Don't make them jump through hoops. Just put the bloody form right there. And they can put name, phone, email, and book an appointment just like that. And you can always just call them to get the details, but you want to remove as many barriers as possible because people are very lazy when they're online. So with those elements added to this homepage, it would really turn into a very complete journey from the top to the bottom, taking the person through and building more and more understanding and reality about the company. Also, a great section to throw in would be the team, so the people who work there. It doesn't have to be everybody, but it could be 4 or 5 or however many you want. But the idea is you need to be less stock and more human. I don't know if they took these pictures themselves, right? The problem is with websites these days is there's so much stock photography that everything looks fake, and what's real? When you put real things on your website, it goes very far in building trust. That's why I'm saying put a picture of the owner, put pictures of the team, put pictures of people that have actually done these, received these services when you talk about each one. So when you're putting a section for hair treatments, for hair coloring on the homepage here, actually use a real photo. And people will be able to tell. Like, I'll show you hairstyling model. Hairstyling. They all don't look like they were taken from a place. This one looks real. If you had a photo like this looks like it was taken from a camera. And that will make it look real. If you put images like this on your site, people won't think that it's real. So it's important to get your photos actually done, and not just buy stock photos. So that would be really good for your site. If you want your site to be properly optimized, come on down. Clear Imaging can help you out. We do really good designs, very fresh, everything custom, nothing cookie cutter. We give you exactly what you want, and it's not done until you love it. So you're in really good hands. clearimaging.com. We've been around for 2 decades, longer than almost everybody else. And we've helped tons of American companies, fresh designs. So come on down, check us out, hit the contact page, and we can take a look at your website and see if there's anything we can do to help you out. Until then, thank you very much and take care.